Hi friends, my name is Pradeep. So today I am going to narrate a story. The title of the story is Secret of Success or the Secret of Happiness. Sorry. So it is a small story, but it is really interesting story. You will definitely like it. So without delay, let's get started. Once upon a time, there was an old lady who lived in a small village, and she was so kind, wise, and so happy in her life. The people of that village loved her so much, and uh, the people of that village often comes to her with their problems, and they seek the advice from her. So as usual, one day one young man from that village came to her and asked, why are you so happy in your life, and no matter what happens, you never seems sad about that, and you never feel bad about that. Don't you ever feel bad if something goes wrong, if the things are not pretty bad? Listening that, the old lady smiled gently and replied, my dear child, uh, our lives is full of ups and downs, and some days are good, some days are bad, so nothing to worry about that. And what I learned, the happiness comes from the inside, it never comes from the outside world, and what happens around you, that doesn't matter for you. Listening to that, the young man got surprised and asked, what do you mean? And uh, don't you think if things are pretty bad, and how come you are still be happy? Uh, Telling that, the old lady again replied and tried to convince him in a different way, explaining one story of her life, what he experienced in her life. She started telling the story that when I was young, I had a family, my husband and a children. One day, my husband fell sick, and we were not rich, but we were happy. We do not have much money to buy the medicine, and we tried a lot, but we could not save his life. Unfortunately, he passed away. On that day, I cried a lot, and I could not stop crying myself, and that was the saddest day of my life. uh, Despite of crying no a lot, and crying day in day out, but I did not get anything from that. On the other hand, I thought, if I cry and if I said all the time, then my husband will not bring back to me. So what I decided, like my children needed me, I needed to find something to be happy about. Uh, on that day, I thought that I would never be happy again. But when he realized that even if she will cry, nothing will come out of that, and the husband will not bring back to her. So he started living completely different, and he started look at the life differently. And on that day onwards, he decided that in our life, we'll have some good moments, we'll have some bad moments as well, and that is there. And if you want to live peacefully, then you need to focus on the good things always. And saying that, again the young man asked, uh, like, but how did you do that? It is not so easy. Then the old lady again replied, it is not easy, but it is possible. Okay, saying that, the old lady continued her story, and that young man listened the story carefully. Again, the young lady continued that, you know, uh, every day when he woke up early in the morning, he tell herself that today is a new day for her, and he will uh, try to find something happy about that. Some days are harder than the others. It doesn't matter. She always try to find, new or the good things, even if it is small things, like even if just for a sake of, like, the sun is shining, the flower is blooming, or even if when he see a new friend as well, he will try to make it as a different things that will give some happiness to her in that way, and there would be something thankful for that. Okay, in that way, she was looking her life. So listening that, that young man again asked, like, uh, he thought of what he said. Again he asked, what if the things are pretty bad and not moving at all? At that time, how do you manage yourself, and how do you pass through that situations? Listening like that, young lady again smiled, again tried to explain the things. Oh my dear child, the happiness is a choice for you. It doesn't matter, like, what you have and what happened to you. It's purely depend on your choice. You have right to choose, like, the good things or the bad things. If you choose the good things, then you will always be happy. If you have right to choose the bad things, or you can choose that bad things, but thinking of that, you can't stay happy. Always you will think something bad about that, you will feel sad. So you can't be happy. Again, she explained that no matter what happened to you, but what I learned from my life, that I always remember that. I always remember and always remind myself that whatever happens for the better, and no matter who has seen the tomorrow, let's bygone be bygones. Forget about the past. Let's make that day in a productive way and try to find something not to be happy about that. In that way, he tried to convince him, and again he tried to explain that I always focus on the good things, and if there is nothing to be happy about, just think about that you have a good health. Just think about you have many friends, you have parents, and think about that, like, just for the matter of fact that you are still alive. So you can change your life, you can change your future as well by doing some good work, right? So after hearing that, the young man got surprised, and he realized that, and he thanked to the old lady for her wise words, and he left her house, and from that day onwards, the young man tried to follow the same way of living what the old lady was followed that, and his life become happier, and it is very easier than the before. So the story of the young lady, the old lady, spreaded throughout the village, and the many people of that village started learning how to be happy and what is the secret of happiness. And all started learning that and understood that happiness is not about what we have and what happened to you, but it is pure about how do you see your life. Okay, and also all the people started learning that, and they followed the same way of living what the lady was supposed to live, and what the lady was following that. So the village become the village become the happier, and it was the peaceful village. And the moral of the story here, I'd like to share that in our life, the challenges will come, and it will pass also. But the positive attitude that will help you remain strong and content. So the moral of the story is be positive and be happy.